Hi, Chris Bates here, author of Calming Colic, and I've put together the course on colicky and refluxy babies and baby health. This is a quick slideshow just to help you with understanding about your crying baby. It's been so busy recently. I've been answering questions from 30, 40, 50 mums every day from around the world, and it's been amazing but so difficult to get back to everyone because obviously deciphering what's wrong with your baby is pretty tricky over text message or email, whereas normally I would spend a full half an hour as part of a treatment. So I've been treating babies for over 20 years, and I've written books, and I put together this e-course to help mums around the world. So this is classically what is happening. A mum is messaging me and saying, my baby has this, they're suffering from this. They're telling me symptoms, okay? So I'm saying the same thing to all of the mums. Right, let's figure out why your baby has these problems. So colic, reflux, silent reflux, wind, hates laying on their back, screaming, crying. You know what I'm talking about because you're watching this and your baby is like this. So this is the opener from mums, really. My baby has these problems and their symptoms. There's not a fix for there's not one fix for all of them. Okay, we have to get down to the root cause and figure out why your baby has reflux, why they have colic, why they're crying. Then you help that. If the solution was easy, there would be no crying babies because everyone would know what to do and you would do that. So it's about the delivery. Your baby's only a few weeks old. I mean, what have they done? What have they done wrong, these poor things? So it's usually something to do with delivery or something around the delivery. When we find that out, we get it. And that is what so many of my videos are about. That is what I take you through to figure those out. And these are the things that mums are not told. So in my e-course, we talk about all the common causes. C-section, massive one. I've got to say 90% of the mums that are messaging me have had a C-section, amazingly. It's so clear that this is a big trigger. It's a trigger for colic, asthma, allergies, all sorts. Now, antibiotics is next. You get antibiotics at C-section. So if you've had a C-section, you've had antibiotics, and then you may have had more antibiotics. So then babies are upset if they've had a stressful delivery, if they've got stuck, forceps, Von-2s. If you're breastfeeding, they could be windy because you could be eating foods. I go into this a lot. It's a favourite topic of mine because I used to have so much grief. I still do a little bit, really, from other professionals saying that foods don't go through to your baby through your breast milk. It's completely false. And I know that mums know this better than the health professionals because you probably can tell the difference. So a lot of information on that. I've got sections in the e-course on formulas, changing formulas, trying to find the right one. Something that I also love called the stress contagion, which is about how your stress passes to your baby. It can pass through your breast milk and just by holding them. So you know that bad atmosphere that we feel when we go in a room, that happens with your baby. So there's a whole section on the science behind that and how you need to keep calm and relax. I know it's a tricky one when your baby's upset. Okay, so in the e-course there's also a section on the myths. And this, again, this is what mums are messaging me. I continuously hear it. Someone told me this. Someone told me all babies cry. Wait 12 weeks and they get better. Antibiotics don't affect my baby. They're just all so wrong. I don't know why you're still told them. And in the course, I kind of go against all of those and tell you the truth of them. And then you'll just understand it more. And mums are always saying, oh, wow, that makes sense. That is not what I've been told by loads of people. What you have said makes sense. So the course has got all the causes, it's got all the myths, how to calm your baby. I talk about all about colic, wind, how it happens, why your baby's got it. What you have to understand is that when you get to understand why your baby's got it, you will be able to kind of help them more, because you feel helpless at the moment, like I just don't know what to do with your baby. When you know that that was triggered by the antibiotics and you weren't told that, then you know that it's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. Your baby has got wind because of antibiotics, C-section, whatever it might be. So we talk about colic, reflux, allergy and intolerance, massive one. So just as a little clue, antibiotics massively linked to allergy. And I go through all the ways to help that. Breastfeeding difficulties. I honestly think that most breastfeeding difficulties come from something that happened at the delivery, particularly if your baby got stuck and they're really stiff, which I call a little meerkat baby. So we go through these baby birth types that I've created, patterns that your baby has. So a stiff baby is a meerkat. A baby curled in a ball is a little frog baby. Then you've got the antibiotic birth type, the planned C-section birth type, the C-section birth type, and I take you through all of those so you can go, that's my baby, the baby that poos 10 times a day. And you're like, oh, my baby does that. And what's more, you've been told that that's normal, and it's not. It's not. That can be fixed. So I go through all of that. Foods that affect your baby if you're eating them and then breastfeeding. I've got lists of all the foods and how that happens, formula problems. I look at the sciencey bit. It's really interesting. You don't have to watch this, look at the videos in the science bit, but it's there. And then what I think is so important, I go through how all of this now, helping your baby now, helps them in the future. You fix their colic now, you have fixed the reason that they have colic, and then that is better in the future. I think it's one of the most important sections, I think, in the whole of the e-course. And then if you know that, you can prepare for another baby. There's things that you can put in place while you are pregnant that will prevent colic and allergy, and that's all backed by science. Everything I do is backed by science and my experience of seeing thousands and thousands of babies in my 20 years of helping babies. We look at probiotics, major way of helping your baby. And by the way, I can get you a discount on all the supplements. So you then also get all the resources as part of the e-course. So my full Calming Colic book as a download, all the other books I've written, Quick Calm, which is a load of tips to quickly help your baby right now. So the stuff that I'm looking at is the deeper cause fix, long-term health of your baby. But I know that you want some quick tips, and that's what that ebook's about. Ebook's all about eating correctly. I've got a 5-day plan in there, which strengthens you and your baby. So make sure you've got all the nutrients you need to recover and not feel so tired. There's an ebook on safe weight loss, because lots of mums were mentioning how they wanted to lose weight, and calorie restriction is not great when you're breastfeeding and tired and stressed. So a kind of nicer way to balance the hormones. And then there's loads of other stuff. There's another section just full of tips. As a mum would come in and say, I'm having this problem, we would fix that, and I would do a video on that. So we talk about tongue tie and flat head and using different beds for your baby, and if you're on iron, and whether Coleaf works, and Gaviscon, and we look at the side effects of all the medication and what you can do, all sorts of stuff. I basically cover as much as possible, stage 1 all the way through to helping your baby. So there's actually over 100 videos. That can seem a bit overwhelming, but they're all named to be really easy for you to quickly navigate and help your baby. So the video would be named, did you have antibiotics? Watch that one. Does your baby poo 10 times a day? Watch that one. Did you have a C-section? watch that one. And then name like that, so you can quickly go through, pick your ones out, watch that, and then as quick as possible get the answer to help your baby. So my main website is calmingcolic.com. You can access the course through there. There's also, I can get you a supplement discount if there's any supplements that you think you might need from it. Of course, you can email me and get some more help. Check out my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, check out the podcasts, have a look at all of the help I do, all of the videos. You can see me on a load of videos, see if you like what I say, see if it challenges things that you've been told already, and see if I make more sense. And then I think you'll be able to easily watch a few videos and think, you know what, that course sounds good, it's going to really help me. And I know it will, because it's the main thing that I do at work every single day, is help get these babies better and get mums and dads more relaxed, more sleep, and less worried about their babies. Brilliant. So thank you so much. Pop over to calmingcolic.com and have a look. Thank you.